welcome everyone to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. Today, a clash that carries bragging rights within the confines of the state of North Carolina. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Pirates will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always...
breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got room to work. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Going with the ground game left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Snags it over the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Pirates lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Makes it past the marker. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on 2nd down.
Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
The Pirates back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Hauser. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
They'll run it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The 49ers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Makes the grab. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? The screen, he can go. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Pirates will hustle to the line. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is perfect. They're now up 9-0. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte.
And the 49ers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Slings it downfield. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking down the middle, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Niners! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Carolina 9, Charlotte 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
So now it's second and long. Right on the money. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires complete. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Got his man on the right. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Pirates with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Back to throw, it's Hauser. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll try the right side. Runs through the tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The 49ers are in a mess here on third and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult to them.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Hauser. Quarterback now breaking the field. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Pirates. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to fire on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the 49ers are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he tacks on the extra point. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
And the Pirates need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Running to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Pirates will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.